Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. We're here with some more NTW3 today, and I hope you got your muskets ready, because we are creating another bit of history, or recreating another bit of history. This is the Battle of Montebello, fought in 1800 between France and Austria, or the HRE, as whichever one you want to call them. Like I said, it's in the 9th of June, 1800, in Italy. Obviously, Montebello, a very Italian name. And yeah, this is part of the Italian campaign fought between Lanz and like the Austrian commander, which is Peter Ott. Obviously not as well known as Lanz, but yes, this is not one of like Napoleon's victories. It's actually like one of his like future marshals' victories. And yeah, there were about 8,000 to rising to like 14,000 French troops fighting against 18,000 HRE troops. And so we're going to have obviously a fairly large battle here today. We could probably actually nearly recreate the size of the armies with like the NTW3 unit sizes, as we have 4 French armies here facing off against 4 HRE armies. And you know, if you've seen these like historical battles before, we've been doing quite a lot of like the Italian campaign ones recently, certainly or like certain like early period ones, because that's just how like the people have been doing these scenarios have been doing it. They've gone from like early period and they're working their way up to the more modern period. So we're kind of going through some more of the early ones at the moment. But yeah, so if you've seen the early period ones, you know that the HRE armies are huge. Like, their units are just massive. So I cannot wait to see as the hordes appear from Montebello. I'm not exactly sure what the objective is. I didn't realize this. Oh, we have a 3-pounder that routed here. That's unfortunate. How did that route? Oh, just one of them blew up here. Was that a freak accident or something? I do not know how that happened, because there's no French troops anywhere near that. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what the objective is. I presume HRE have to defend Montebello, which is, well, apparently Montebello is all the way back here. I presume they've got to defend, like, Trivio here, Castiglio, all these, like, little towns here that are on the main map. Because that's where, like, all the buildings are, and there's bridges, which are on the map as well. And you can see, there you go, the HRE hordes are starting to appear. These big, old units of 180 plus men. But if you're enjoying seeing NTW3 on the channel at the moment, I would like to see some more historical battles or just custom battles, whatever. Then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. As always, guys, can't thank you enough for all the support recently. Keep it up. It's been amazing. Oh, there's units in this building. There's gunfire going off. So clearly HRE have got like maybe some Jaegers or something in this building, because they are actually having shots at the Chasseurs de Cheval. Not actually killed any, but that's a little bit of a surprise. And maybe it's like some, yeah, like I said, some Jaegers or something like that. It's the first little obstacle for the French to take. They've got plenty of line infantry and stuff like that ready over here. I actually think we do have Lanz here today. I think he's in this army. Yeah, there he is. Lanz, brave of the brave. There he is. Looking awesome. Glorious. So, yeah, it's going to be a pretty damn epic one. I've been told that Montebello is a really, really good one by the person that sent this one in. It's the same usual group that usually do most of these historical battles in this one, and they're a really good bunch of players, so I cannot wait to see how this one goes down. Apparently, it's very chaotic, so I am very, very excited to see how this one goes. But yeah, it seems like the armies are kind of just into position, so I'm just going to kind of fast forward while we wait. But I hope you guys are all having great days, and are looking forward to some Napoleonic action. It is certainly looking like it's going to be a great one. As you can see, the French are kind of setting up. They've got like one army going over here. I think this is one's led by Dessous. Then you've got, I think this is like one was led by Moray here or something like that. I'm definitely butchering the names. So we've got kind of like 1, 2 armies. Massena's army is also in here somewhere as well. Massena brought a lot of cav. So we've got lots of like these cavalry battaliers here, which are really, really good units for the French. Got hussars. And then we've obviously got Lanz, and I believe, well, that's it. That's all the French armies. I'm not exactly sure who the commanders are for the HRE. They've got like Melas, Obscene. This battle, by the way, was also like a precursor to the Battle of Marengo, which we've already covered on the channel. So definitely go check out that one if you haven't already. It's a really, really good battle. And so yeah, this one kind of like is a battle before Marengo. So it's going to be an interesting to see whether like the French can win it. And then influence, obviously, then that would then influence Marengo, I presume, because that's why the French probably carried on the offensive. Because after winning Montebello, they were like, "Well, we can carry on. We'll go and fight at Marengo." Looks like this flank over here might be the first to engage. You can see the huge hordes of HRE. Look at it. It goes on and on forever. There's just a forest of muskets here. and then a whole plethora of different languages being spoken. We've got Hungarian, we've got German, we've got like French here, we've got Italian, like Neapolitans here, or French. It's going to be awesome. It really is. And there's even like, I don't think there are any here, but there's often like Slovakian and like all sorts, and Croatian and stuff like that. Really, really good to see. A lot of like German stuff here. Most of these units obviously are not great. Infantry for the HRE, not great, but we have seen them do well before. In the previous historical battle, one of the previous ones anyway, Hohenlinden, they did a very, very good job. But it seems like here we go. French actually are being sent in. Oh, there's actually grenadiers in here. How do they get these grenadiers up here first? There you go, grenadiers in. And they send in grenadiers to the line that are owned in the French. And the French have been broken. So there you go, first one in. And they've been broken. What are they sending in now? More grenadiers. Oh, they're sending in the Lombardy Legion. The grenadiers of the Lombardy Legion. And they've also broken this line infantry here. So the French already taken a few casualties. First blood to the HRE. And again, look at this. These grenadiers are like really strong. Oh my god. This grenadier unit's good. Right with that Lombardy unit. So it seems like that's going to be an issue. Might want to just set up a cannon and just start firing into it. Might be more effective. That's 3 units gone. Wow. Kind of surprised. They should return. I would have thought maybe not the grenadiers to the line, but certainly the line infantry and the Lombardy Legion should return. Yeah, you can see already the French are already sick and tired of it. Artillery, like horse artillery, being set up, a 4-pounder, and this is probably just going to be left to bombard this building. It was a good idea, sending some grenadiers, but now the time of messing around has gone over. 3 regiments lost. There's quite a considerable amount of men lost just to take one building. But they've got plenty more line infantry down there. The French line infantry is very, very good. I'd say superior, certainly superior to the HREs. You can see artillery setting up here. We've got 4-pounders, lots of small guns. Haven't seen any big ones yet. I think I heard some big ones for the HRE, but I can't see them as the French infantry comes forward in their revolutionary style uniforms, looking awesome. Arguably, the Austrians or the HRE look a bit more smarter, I think, because they're actually like all have like the same hats, like shakos. While the French don't necessarily. I mean, each unit does anyway. The Hungarians like obviously have different stuff. Each unit has different like uniforms. The chasseurs are quite smart, I'd say. These guys are quite smart in their like dark uniforms. Yeah, they look pretty smart. But again, they kind of have like a mix of like hats. These guys should be able to have a little bit more range if I'm correct. Look at this. No one wants to cross the river. Whoever crosses the river is kind of in a bit of a trouble. If I was France, I'd probably try and like maybe push across here, because this like left flank of the HRE is a little bit slow in getting in position. You could have maybe pushed across this river, got a little bridgehead. They got all the cavalry here. I haven't seen any HRE cavalry. But there probably is some here. And here we go. First shots of anger going off over here. Hungarian line infantry dueling with the French. Doesn't see. Oh, there you go. Are the French in range? They are. They have to be. And there you go. The first shots of war are underway. It looks like, by the way, I don't know. No, they are still they're shelling the building. I guess because there's no units around it, we can't now see that there's units in there. The shelling of that building has begun. If I was HRE, I'd maybe try and be aggressive on this army. If you can try and flank it here, like on the side of the river, fire into the side, force it to turn. That's what I would do, because the other French armies are really slow and like turning up. We've also got a little cavalry fight going on over here. I did not see this. Got some Jaegers going into chasseurs. Kind of an evenly matched battle. And the chasseurs have lost. The Jaegers win. They're going to have to get out of there, though. There's lots more HRE cavalry coming. Maybe the Jaegers won't have to get out of there. They lost like not many men. Got some dragoons turning up. More dragoons from various different nations. Yeah, a lot of dragoons here. And we've got, yeah, lots of dragoons. Yeah, Jaegers going in. They're going to try and rout that chasseur. There you go. They routed it. The French cavalry was not ready. Didn't realize how much cavalry. I don't think they realized how much HRE cav there was on this side. They are bringing over cavalry battalier, which are very, very good. I've seen in the past. These guys are often really good. They're kind of like the cuirassier of the early period for France, I'd say. I think the HRE may be trying to go for the guns, or maybe they're just trying to support the building that they're in. I don't know. But that is certainly an interesting push. And they're going to carry on. Look at this. I was about to go over to the line battle, but they're chasing down these chasseurs. They caught them as well. And I imagine these chasseurs will lose this because they didn't charge in. They've been trying to run away. Oh no, the dragoons that look there, they're not in. Oh no, there they go. They're from Liechtenstein, those dragoons. A small part of the world. It's probably the entire population of Liechtenstein just there. 74 men. And they routed those chasseurs. There you go, look at that. The French need to sort this out. They need to sort out this cavalry threat over here. Really, really surprising that the HRE been able to get away with just like nibbling away at the French cav, especially like the chasseurs. Quite a big unit. Just managed to rout it. Should return, I would have thought. 53 men left. They should return. But still need to be careful. I don't know why. I mean, I'd certainly have these two hussars and so I don't know if this cavalry battalier is very much necessary here. Guns starting to bombard over here as well. We've got artillery setting up. I think they might be shelling. Yeah, they're shelling this infantry here. This is guarding the river. And here we go. Yeah, you can see the line battle. They are sort of trying to flank here a little bit, and the French have like withdrawn. They need to get their guns up. Yeah, seems like the HRE are sort of winning. The French giving ground in some areas. Let's have a volley from the Frenchies. Excellent, excellent.
Sir, our general is under attack.
General's under attack. I'm going to say it's just a rogue cannonball, I don't think. Or maybe a rogue musket ball, I don't know. I don't think there's anything major. Artillery going off over here. Oh yeah, there you go, guns back here. 10-pounder. I did say there was some pretty big guns back here. So we got 10-pounders. I thought I heard them. 10-pounders set up. So that's, and yeah, you've got a nice clean line of sight. I did wonder why there's a gap in the line here. It's just to make sure that the guns have a nice clean line of sight. Any infantry here. I think that the French might be about to do the same. They're going to just duel maybe their 4-pounders against the 10. Interesting to see who wins that. And here we go. I did think that they had to make some big flanks going over here. So we've got like some like militia sort of like type units here. Got some Landwehr as well. I think they're Landwehr. No, they're Freikorps. I think they're decent. I don't know. What's this? This is Italian light infantry. Just looks the same as German infantry, really. They need to be careful they don't just... Yeah, this infantry here just walking across its own front lines. Get yourself killed doing that. Looks like the HRE calves disappear into the distance. I guess they kind of scared it off, but not really. Got a general there. They've got all their generals scattered around. Oh, there's French cav deep behind enemy lines. Oh, I did not see this. How has this French cav got here? Must have flanked so far behind. They've routed a gun. They're going to rout this 10-pounder. Don't need to duel at all. That tiny sappers form square. Don't think they care about you, sir. They care about the guns. They're going to want to rout these guns. That 10-pounder then, after looking like it was going to be dueling with the 4-pounder, is not going to be doing anything like that. The hussars here have done a really sneaky job. So that's a bit of revenge for the French after having a bit of poor success with their cavalry. They're now proving that their cavalry is worthwhile. And they're going to rear charge these infantry. And what we've got here, we've got like all these Neapolitans and stuff like that. They're going to turn around. They're going to get charged. Don't have to rout them because, like, I mean, these are hussars. They're trying to take on 3 units at once. The hussars might have bitten off more than they can chew here. Don't know. Oh, some vicious volleys from the front line as they just watch as their like rear gets charged. Yeah, they couldn't do it. The morale is just not enough. Hungarians coming in. They should have formed square. I don't know why they're charging. These hussars bit off more than they can chew, but I'd just say go and hunt for more artillery or something like that. Yeah, some really, really nasty volleys coming in now. Got the Croatians here. Yeah, I mean, this French army, I don't know. I don't know if the idea of the scenario is that this French army fights alone to start with. If not, then it needs support. It's going to get, like, overwhelmed eventually. It's in an interesting position. Put it like that. long line of Frenchies here. Guns in position. And they can see what's ahead. Firing over there across the river into the masses of white uniforms that are waiting for them. This one's just taking holes out of this infantry unit here. This artillery piece is just going, right, pick them apart, boys. Yeah, I think this French army might have to fight alone, but he's got plenty of reserves back here. This is the same army. He's got plenty of troops to support the front line. This, like, French army over here also could support, but I mean, I feel like this one's going to have the job of taking the town. If anything, I would go, like, north of the town. I'd try and, like, push across here. Go for these guns here, which are hidden, but you can see the smoke, so you know they're there. There's more guns up here. They need to push for this ridge. 12-pounders. Yeah, they've got some big guns on this hill. You can hear more moving off as well. So yeah, if I was the French, I'd be pushing hard for like above the town and then sweep on around to kind of just avoid crossing those bridges. That's what I'd do. While this other French army holds this massive HRE force in place, because this is a big HRE army. It must be at least one whole army here. Which is fair enough. That's a fairly even match then. One French army against one HRE. I mean, yeah, lack of cav was the only thing that the HRE were lacking in. It seems like they've got some cuirasses here now to match the hussars. French didn't have any impressive cav. Guns setting up. Let's have a volley, boys. Or not. Yeah, it seems like the other French army is a bit slow in getting there, but that's fine. I expected a volley, but they're just like not gonna do it. That's very annoying. That's why you lose battles, HRE. You don't fire. Oh my gosh, look at this. Even more HRE infantry appearing out of the woodwork. They really want to take out this French army. I mean, they have the time as well. I mean, time at the moment. I mean, they won't eventually, but the French are now sending more troops to combat this little flank that's going on. Got some chasseurs here, more chasseurs. Chasseurs of the Legion Noir. Oh, I thought they might have like a special uniform, but they don't really. Lots of chasseurs being set up here, lots of like light infantry, so they're going to be really accurate. So these guys, yeah, I mean, I expect them to get a fair amount of kills. So they probably like gun into the side of this one, and you can see these Hungarian line infantry. Are they going to fall square? No, they are just going to change direction. That's okay. Still, as 3v1, no way that the HRE can win that fight. You see, they are stretching the line out as much as possible. French kind of doing the same. They've got guns over here that kind of need protecting, and they're going to put some chasseurs by into the line. It's really smart. They rout the unit. That's the first line infantry to actually be routed by either side. And it's these Frankish units here. That Hungarian one over there is also feeling the pain as it's facing 3 French units. HRE does really well. It has like multiple tiers. Oh my gosh, look at the holes being made by the artillery. It has multiple like layers of infantry. The morale does really well. So that's what you kind of need to do. So the more you stretch the line out, the more troops you kind of have to commit to like the second line. If you want it to be successful, that's what I've been told anyway. They do quite well. Poor Austrians here, or poor Germans, I should say. Having a rough old time. The chasseurs in this village, they're doing their bit in the forest, so not quite in the village. A volley from the Frenchies. Let's have one. Excellent. There we go. Guns still firing up here. I think they're just still chipping away. They might have changed their target actually. I think they might be firing at the units down here on the riverbank. Yeah, they are. And also these Italian light infantry which have just disappeared. I'm not feeling so good for like that. Croatians as well, taking a bit of a pounding. I mean, if the tree line helps them, I feel like this is certainly a good position for the HRE. But the issue is that the French also have a tree line. And they're probably quite well protected by that. If they had any grenadiers, the French, I'd start maybe thinking about sending some across at some point once the lines get weak enough. Not quite yet, but soon. Did they ever take this building? I think, honestly, the French army is just avoiding this building. They only fired it like twice. Look, the French army's going so far wide. Wow. Don't know if that's because of the building or because they think there's another army over here because they seem like generals. I wonder if they're going to try and like go up round here, like round this flank here. And then like come up onto this hill and then flank the guns. I don't know. It's a strange one. That 10 pounder has been routed. Was that the 10 pounder that got routed ages ago by the... no, that's... It's a gun there. It's been killed. So maybe they did duel and they one got shot and got... shot and routed. I don't know. The Russians doing their bit. Or the Germans, just to say.
Our men are running.
And here we go, cavalry coming across, the... Oh, and they're going after some poor Neapolitan infantry that's been left here on its own. Don't know if they just routed. Oh, I mean, they got a decent volley off there on these hussars. Maybe both will rout. Oh, yep, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate that the HRE broke. They got some good volleys off on those hussars. So now the hussars are back across the river, ready to harass unfortunate infantry units. I mean... Don't know why this unit's just lingering here. 96 boys, getting back on the line. Cuirassiers being sent across along with dragoons and Jaegers. So I mean, plenty of cav being sent across. Hussars certainly need some back into face of them. Seems like this is all like this is a lot more fresh infantry. I feel like this has been put into the front line. A volley from the Hungarians, please. Oh, beautiful. They look glorious, really do. Oh, I just love the Napoleonic era. It's just great. Grabbing your musket. Oh, they found that cavalry has this French flanking force over here. They found the dragoons. So they weren't far away. Whether they'll try and get revenge, I don't know. Plenty of chasseurs here that probably want revenge after seeing plenty of their brothers get cut down. We've got the more chasseurs back here. No cavalry battalier, though, has been designated here. We've got trilliers. Yeah, nothing. No real, like... substantial like cavalry force. I don't know though. The chasseurs probably could be the dragoons. And here we go. Looks like the assault on the town's about to begin as well. Line infantry setting up here. Look at the numbers though. I keep like zooming in and out of the trees. Oh my gosh, there's the infantry just retreats. I mean, it's not as bad as I thought, but it's still a lot of bodies here. Lot of dead bodies down there. Costly. I don't know how costly it's been for the French. I'd say less costly. They don't know whether they're taking many casualties. I don't know. Some of them have. 48 out of 109. That's pretty costly. Some of the units. Oh, these ones over here are pretty beat. Or look like they've been pretty beat. These are actually no. These are fresh units. So. Have the French replaced their more bad units here? I don't know. Yeah, it looks like they have 64, 89, 82. So these guys must have been here. So they did what they did the same as the HRE and just replaced their troops with less fresh ones. And it looks like they're going to retreat. Maybe use the rivers as like, and the bridges now as a as choke points. I'm not really sure. It looks like we're maybe about to see an assault on the town as well. I'm not exactly sure. I can hear cavalry going in. So Hussars are seeing this as a chance to go in, take out some unfortunate infantry. Taking out some French units. I'll rout these guys. They're gone. And now the next one, I imagine. They've got to be careful with the stakes. And they've gone for this one. I was going to say the cuirasses near to surely appear. And the Jaeger's going in, actually. It's not cuirasses. There are some appearing. Yeah, the cavalry, I think, bit off more than it can chew here. The hussars just getting routed. There you go, they're gone. More. Oh, gosh. My voice is dying there. More hussars are coming in. If they saw what happened to the first two, why would they send in the third? More being sent back there. Do not send them in. And there you go. Look at the horde going back across that river. So many white uniforms. The frame rate goes down when I zoom in on that. This army is massive. They're actually going to try and take this building again? Okay. Madmen. Going to try and take... Oh, have they actually sent someone in? Yeah, they sent in more... They sent in more line infantry, and these guys broke. I don't think these... They're taking a few casualties, but I mean, they're not taking, like heavy. Maybe, like, half? Maybe a little less than half. Kind of surprised. What's going on over here? Oh, the cavalry's gone in. Okay, the French went in with their cavalry. Dragoons did get caught out, I think, by the chasseurs, and they're actually going to rout them. Where's the rest of the cavalry? There was like 5 units over here. Now they're just down to 2. Did they send them back to the center or something? I don't know. I do not know. And here we go. They're going to send in their cav. A routless dragoons is a big win there. Big win there. So they'll rout that cavalry pretty quickly, so we don't need to keep an eye on that. So annoyed that they haven't taken that building yet. It's kind of annoying. It's kind of annoying. What's back here? We've got more French cavalry. There's cavalry battalier here. Okay, so the cavalry battalier on this side has routed the cuirassiers. We did miss that one because we went and looked to the other flank. And the cavalry battalier is all the way in here. Oh my gosh.
Our men are running.
And they have just routed, but they are deep in enemy lines, just trying to just delay and slow down and kill as many of these HRE troops as possible. Hussars coming in. There you go. They are, well, I mean, I carry on harassing them. But yeah, the French need to get infantry across to start firing into these blobs here. French gonna put a volley in here. And the French have still got their cavalry now. How is this Hussar still going? I mean, they're going to be saved by some dragoons in a moment at the remaining infantry. It's been a little bit chaotic for the HRE trying to get back across this river, not going to lie. They've had a pretty rough start. Look at all these units that are now setting up, just waiting. So clearly they've got to hold this area because there's just masses of infantry here. 5 pound on this hill here, get us a nice little view of the French coming. I mean, they can't quite see it. Oh! Dueling with the another artillery piece. I presume the ones over on that hill there. French is quite happy to stand here and just wait. To be honest, if they put 2 infantry units up here, they could probably outgun this. Well, they'd outgun it, obviously. But French infantry is much superior to the HRE. They probably could outgun it. French cavalry here, cavalry battalion, now dueling with the dragoons. They need support, though. They need this hussar to come in. They're going to turn the dragoons to try and fight the hussars. That may be their death, though. Oh, the saps are firing off there. Look at that. Oh, they both routed. Okay. Hussars survived, though. See another day. Absolute chaos crossing this bridge. Absolute chaos. I don't know. It must be at least another 200 Germans died on this side just waiting because of the backlog. It's just like pushing and shoving just to try and get across that river. Here we go. Looks like they're finally going to make a frontal assault on this town. They don't look like they're quite... Oh yeah, here we go. Don't know whether it'd be better just sticking one on the bridge, to be honest. Well, worst comes to worst, this is a 1v1. And the French win that anyway. I still don't know why the other French armies don't make a push like across here, just try and go around the town. I know that they're kind of making it a bit elaborate, like too elaborated how far they're going around, I think, to attack this town. This building as well is still occupied by goddamn Austrians. Or Germans, whatever you want to call them. They speak the same thing. Lots of line infantry over here. Whose army is this? This, I don't know, like Dessous or something like that? No. Won't be Dessous. I don't know, the general's nowhere to be seen. There's a sneaky little flank anyway, I mean, it could be. Don't know how much of the army actually can be seen. Grasses here. More cavalry, yeah, all over the place. Littered. It's countryside with cavalry. And here we go, yeah, infantry standing up here. Now we've got Croat infantry, we've got Hungarians, we've got Germans. The whole shebang. The whole gang's here. The French are sort of firing. I mean, I don't know. I feel like they're firing from the wrong position. Get like right up to the river. Gun them down. Here we go. The frontal assault on this side starts. Not that it's, like I said, I think it would just be better just getting more troops on, just get them on the bridge and then put the other one, like, to the side and just gun in, fire into them. I don't know. Hard to say. These units are getting absolutely focused down, so a really good hit there by the artillery. Doing a lot of damage to morale. And it looks like after that first confrontation on one flank and the French winning, we're about to see another confrontation on the other flank. Don't know who will win because I can't see the whole HRE army. But, I mean, if it's supported by these hills, then they've got a good chance of winning. That French army, again, is also quite cut off. So if you take out its cavalry, you take out its artillery, it could be in a little bit of trouble. Here we go. They finally do what I thought they need to do. Just get on the river. Or on the bridge, sorry. On the river. Yes, walk on water, men. Walk on water. I hope you guys are enjoying this this replay. It certainly is a fun one to watch. And if you'd like to send in your own replays as well, join the Discord links down below in the description, as always. Let's have a volley from these boys on the bridge. Volleys from the boys on the bridge. Oh, a lot of them getting shot down there. I just realised that quite a lot of them aren't wearing shoes. Don't say that, because I don't think it is victory. I think the HRA have a really good chance. Don't know why it says that. Oh, no, he's having none of it. He's having none of it. Got German infantry dueling it with the French. Like this. This is, again, must be like another like Croatian unit, I think, with the name. I'm not sure. They're fighting the French. They've got cool uniforms. French dueling out on this side. They're now bringing numbers. They only had about 3 or 4 units here. Now there's about 5 or 6. Numbers are starting to make a difference. The French are going to be able to slowly push across, so it's going to be a tough fight. Nice volley. It looks like the flank over here is starting to I don't know. They're starting to do something, put it like that. Chasseurs over here, moving around. They've got to face some Creased Dragoons. They've got infantry to support them though. It'll be an interesting confrontation, put it like that. Who is this army there? It's Murray, who's on this flank over here. Don't know why. I think he started in the center. He's moved to the left. Could be wrong. So as you can see, the battle over here is starting to intensify. It looks like the battle for the center is in full flow. The HRE is not going to give an inch. Can't really give much more ground. They're in a really good position as it is. I mean, there is a hill they could retreat to at the start. Yeah, so they're going to fight on for quite a while. I mean, I don't know. The French could maybe get a little bit closer. You know, maybe they're just worried that if they get too close, then the volleys from the HRE could be a little bit too painful. But yeah, you can see the HRE having to stretch out units here now. I think they're losing troops. And also look, because the French are flanking behind, having to send troops and man this entire riverbank as well. So it means that they have an even thinner line. So if the French break through somewhere, they may just be able to like storm it. And I don't know why I haven't stormed this bridge yet. I mean, I would. They can form square most of the guys. Artillery firing off. Always love a good artillery volley. Gotta love a good artillery volley. I mean, yes. Oh, French starting to break. That's a good sign for HRE. Doesn't seem like there's been many units that have broken for either side, really. A lot of retreating going on. Both sides kind of preserving their armies quite nicely. It's always nice to see, but also want to see men rout. Men break and die. Light Hungarian infantry here. Same with that one. I say, I don't know where that is. Not even going to question where that part of the world is, but it's another light infantry unit. Got some skirmishes out here, out front, doing their bit. These Trilliers, always a handy unit to have around, just to harass the enemy, force them to come closer to you. So you get the first volley off, always a handy thing. Don't know if they get really many kills. I don't know, they are chipping away at these Neapolitans here. I wonder if there's a Grenadier unit in this building here. Oh, they routed another gun. Or is this the same one? I don't honestly know. It might be the same one. Because I can't see any more destroyed 10-pounders. I don't know. I'm not really sure. But you can see the HRE doing a lot of damage to the French here. Look at this morale. Taking an absolute hit. French certainly spread a bit thin, you could say. I mean, so the HRE in some areas, but in some others they have got a lot of men, it seems. A lot of men. Chasseurs moving forward. Get an even closer look at the enemy. See the whites of their eyes as you shoot them. Oh, and as I said, the HRE line's looking a bit thin. Here comes so many more reserves. So many reserves. I mean, these armies are huge for the HRE. They always are, especially 4v4. Oh, I can hear combat. Where? Not a clue. I have no idea. No idea where the combat's going on. French making a bit of a hill assault up here now. Oh, we got cavalry charging. Oh yes, the HRE are going to charge down the hill. I don't think it really gives them any bonuses, but always good in IRL. And there you go. The chasseurs are probably going to get routed here. These guys are just not strong enough. The dragoons are actually a lot stronger than these chasseurs. But they can't attack the infantry because most of the infantry can form a square. Most of the French infantry, very, very good at forming a square. Very elite. Or well trained, not elite necessarily. Interesting to see whether the French take more or less casualties than they did in history. It took 3,000 in history. Interesting to see how many they take today. The HRE I feel like are inflicting a lot of damage, in my opinion. They've probably taken out at least 300 to 400 men in that building all the way over there with that grenadier. And see, the French are falling back here. They are falling back. As are the French here. Wow, it seems like the French maybe going to rely on this time over here, which seems to be making some headway. And there's actually infantry that's pushed across the river, across a bridge. Light infantry, nothing special, but it's going to be able to take on these Grenadier infantry. With morale as bad as that. Not a chance these Grenadiers have. Not a chance. There may be a bridgehead at the moment for the French. And the bridgehead may in fact just be about to be completed since the Grenadiers broke. Not really. The German infantry here is turning to like face the new French threat. But looks like they still want to hold this bridge. They may get this gun though, this line before it dies. A mere 20 men to fight off 80. Oh, look at this. Massive rout. Well, not massive rout, but another. It's like they're routing the. Oh, this has got to do with. This is because of the line infantry charge. But you can see more casualties, lots of casualties for the HRE as well. So even though they're like, in some areas they're pushing back the British, the French. Just got to slip that name in every time. Like they're taking a lot of casualties of themselves doing it. Put it like that. They're taking a lot of casualties doing it. There you go. The German infantry there just holding on and getting shot by it all over the place. Okay. They put a general in there, okay. Not a bad idea. French battling in the streets now. Being routed. I think that was inevitable. I was going to say send more across. Get a couple of units across. We've got the Lombard Grenadiers now being sent in. Seen them in action once before. This is a different unit. These guys are getting sent in. Routing the Germans here in front of them. They'll probably move on. They'll probably carry on through most of these units. This is a little bit worrying for the HRE. The French now are piling across troops, and they need to pile across troops. Get that bridgehead going. Over on this side, it seems like the HRE were going to take the offensive and change their mind. There's a unit in this building. This is a shame. Don't tell me oh no, I was going to say, I thought the French were routed again, but they haven't. They're over here. But the Grenadiers aren't looking great. Now they're trying to pull through a little bit, I think.
Our men are running, sir.
Yeah, I don't know if that Grenadier unit just got the wrong attack order or something like that. Oh, we got chasseurs. The Legion Noir here. I think I might just got the wrong attack order because it was chasing after a unit it didn't need to be chasing after. These are also Grenadiers. They are actually also Grenadiers, that's fair enough then. Here we go, we're going to see a bit of a line battle, a really close line battle. In proximity, not necessarily in skill. There we go, volley off, and they're dueling with some chasseurs. Over back on this side, seems like Francis knows just not to go up that hill. It's a death trap, so he's going to fire from the bottom of the hill. These line infantry battling on hard. They're really fresh as well, for most of them are. Well, that's 44 out of 45, that's a SAP unit. They are actually technically very fresh for a small unit. But I guess you could say it's official. France has the bridgehead. Oh, and a big push here across the river. HRE's going to have to deal with this. More troops coming across the river here. We've got cavalry as well. Don't know what they're looking for, what targets they're gonna try and take out, but I'm sure they'll find something. Maybe the flank. Just attack the flank here. Get the support of their infantry, and they can work their way down. Just checking to see what's going on. I mean, it looks like this flank here is disengaged. They keep disengaging. The French are taking a lot, but again, a good few casualties. Oh, I don't know. Over here is quite a lot. HRE do not look like to take many at all. Always a good thing. Cavalry coming forward, that'll be interesting. They're going right between their own troops. So these Hussars probably not going to survive. It looks like they might be trying to go for a gun. Taking out this 5-pounder. Not a bad idea. It means that the French don't have to worry about guns right in front of them, just shooting them. There you go, got that. I mean, got shot in the face for their reward, but you know what? They deserve no less. Volley from the chasseurs. Or not. Whatever you prefer. Oh, there we go. Got a few more kills here and there. What we got here? We got more. Those Hussars going in. They're going to rout the line infantry there, but they also did break themselves. There's a lot of routing troops over here now. HRE very much obviously defending this village area. Very much starting to get encircled, apart from this force over here, which is dealing quite well with the French army. I'd say fairly well. This cavalry needs to be careful though. I want to start thinking about some of the cav maybe back towards the city, because I think they're a bit short. Also, there's still the constant threat of SARS. Cavalry Battalier as well. Or are they trilliers? They might actually be trilliers. Yeah, they are trilliers. I thought they might have been cavalry because they're spread out. But no, apparently not. They're just really good, clever men. So many volleys going on. It's so satisfying. It's like 180 men. Each unit just fire of volleys. Oh, beautiful. French here really struggling though. They've really struggled. I guess the frontal assault just wasn't the way to do it, which is usually the case. Still got infantry to bring across as well. I would have stormed this bridge earlier when there was no infantry here. I mean, I presume there was infantry there, but it just didn't show up. I would have at least done something to investigate. I'm gonna march forward to the Frenchies. March to glory up this hill. Now, they're losing a few more of the HRE, but again, nothing like substantial. Oh, not in that army anyway. So there's been some substantial losses in other areas. There it is, the line going in. Battling with the Hungarians. What is it? No, they're not Hungarians, they're German. My bad. Oh, volleys nasty inside. Now they start their assault on this bridge here. A little bit too late, I think, but as you can see, no troops out here. Now, oh, it's because they've come across the river. Why would you do that? Get back across. It's not a good spot to be in. I can hear someone charging in. Oh, HRE flanking the Grenadiers the line here. Good opportunity to try and rout them. Officer going in, swinging his sword. They might actually route this Grenadier line, you never know. A lot of small line infantry coming in from the French as well. They're sitting in play of their own. Looks like it's going to be a massive old mosh up pit in this town here. Oh yeah, massive mosh pit starting to appear. HRE routing. The Grenadiers held. After all that, they get held.
Our men are running for.
And then I say that and they break. Who's this? Franz Joseph. Oh, we've got some Hungarian Grenadiers down here. What an absolute mess down here. You can just see. Absolute car crash. So many dead bodies. Gonna be a lot of routing men as well. French getting really close. Look how close these guys are getting. They're gonna just get like gunned down. What are they facing? Hungarian, German Grenadiers. They got some pretty decent units lingering back here. The morale, as you can see, is not great. One more volley though from the Grenadiers probably routs that French unit. Or apparently not. Oh my gosh, down to 23 guys. How are you holding? There you go. Might as well just send in their infantry to combat and try and just storm across what they have here. What I'd be doing. HRE are still fighting on. In this street. Just give it up, boys. Give up the street. poor Hungarian unit here has got to fight 5 French ones. Not a good odd. Not good odds. More French troops over here. This might be Massena's army. Is flanking up here, and it's going to come and try and I don't know why these units are still here. They're kind of just isolated on their own. Maybe they're just trying to defend the rear of that army over there, which is very much involved in a deadly duel right now with the French. It's all going on over here. Absolute chaos. As you can see, the Hungarians have been knocked back. And they're about to be pushed out of the town by the looks of it, but from the wrong angle. We pushed like outwards this way towards the other French army. So be careful. What have we got here? French cavalry battalion. What are they doing? Don't know. They're trying to go in, and they're attacking this line infantry unit here, but not very successfully. Put it like that. French fighting French. The Frankish sort of like HRE units in here fighting the actual French army. Here we go, cavalry battalion going in. Going in against cuirassiers. Big battle here. This could decide cavalry fights. Almost certainly. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. Well, morale was low, but they're sort of saving others, cuirassiers. Oh, and they've routed. Oh, jeez. Cavalry battalion here just routing everything. Nothing here can form square. Oh, no, they can form square, these line infantry. Might want to do that. I'd probably form squares. Save yourself from the cav. Oh, and we've gone way past the battle. I do apologize. Building here being stormed. 9th Line Infantry storming. Oh, it's going to be a tough one to take. I don't know who will win that. Absolutely brutal over here. He's fighting in this same area for a long time with the HRE. Using a lot of men. Over on this side as well. I mean, this is where the most healthy like HRE army is left. They've not really engaged properly. They've been sort of retreating back up the hill. I mean, they're kind of losing the hill advantage. It seems like the French have kind of pushed past the hill, turned down to flat land. And this little flank going on here, not being successful. And the French still fighting on here. I do apologize. I may all of a sudden just get like hiccups because I don't know why. I just got all of a sudden just got the hiccups. Urge to hiccup. So hopefully it doesn't like get involved in my commentary too much. Don't want that affecting watching the glorious battle. Just hearing me struggling to deal with my hiccups. There you go. These chasseurs being. Probably going to get routed here. They're a really small unit. French cavalry did eventually get broken. But it was a big cost for the HRE as well. They lost a lot of infantry that's now trying to retreat up here. And you can see it's still a big line of infantry here. The French are in the village. They're causing havoc. They're just getting into line battles where possible. Because 9 out of 10 times they're going to win it. Here's one of those 10 out of 10 times that they don't win it, or 1 in 10 times that they don't win it. 10 out of 10 times that they win it. If only. If only. The French would love that. The duel over here is very much more subtle than calm. Don't know why we're getting silent muskets a little bit. I do apologise. Clearly they decided that now is the time to just, you know, noise complaints were too high in the neighbourhood. So they just, you know, turned it down a little bit. Are they finally taking a building? Oh, they've taken... Oh, Allah's taking a building. That's going to be the French. They're taking this building here. Okay, it was right by, like, the bridge, you could say.
Our men
It's not
are
quite by
running
the bridge,
for
but yeah. And you can see they're being forced back on this flank by the French here, of the HRE. But they've not got much more space to go. The only place they can retreat is almost into combat with these French units here. It's in a little bit of trouble. They've also got guns in this street. What are they doing with the guns here? Not really any way you can set them up, France. Just put them in, like, maybe here. This courtyard, but... I don't know. Don't know why they're doing that. Got some HRE cavalry that's way behind, though. Got some dragoons here. Don't know if they've just been on, like, a recon mission or what. But they are now back, and they could maybe threaten the rear of the French army. To keep an eye on them. Certainly keep an eye on them on the mini-map, which they are... as he says, as he loses them. Oh, there you go. Yeah, there's a lot of cav, actually. There is a lot of cav. They're all here, so this is where all the cav is. As you can see right now, actually, we'll keep this big map up. The French are slowly encircling the HRE here. While they actually... Oh, they got some cav in behind their own on this side of the French, I think. Yeah, they've got a small little hussar unit. It's actually engaging Melas, and Melas may get killed here. Maybe in a little bit of trouble. This army now is in a bit of danger, and also they're just charging in infantry. There you go, General's been killed. That is Melas. Melas is dead. They did just break on impact, these grenadiers, basically. So the French probably have this wrapped up now, because morale is obviously going to be pretty low. What's this cavalry, I imagine, will start rear charging things. Could be wrong. Maybe not. Maybe he's just going to stand there and get himself gunned down. Not very healthy for the cav. I can tell you that. That's not very healthy for cav. Just getting himself gunned down. Yeah. Lots of infantry over here starting to rout. They try to push forward. That's unfortunate. I feel it's because the HRE realized he has nowhere to go. They're like, well, we have nowhere to go, boys. It's time to do and die for our emperor. For this empire that's lasted 1,000 years. Sacrifice yourselves now like many others have. Oh my god, what is happening there? I don't know. I do not know what happened. It's flying men. Very confusing. Battling over here. I mean, it's like I said, it's becoming a sandwich. Being surrounded. The French are broken through here, and they can go up to von Hort, and they can take him out. And then, I mean, that's kind of really it. Then there's not much other stuff. It's just kind of this big force over here that's also left. That's kind of being cleaned up as well. I think they kind of like not sacrificing themselves, but they're trying to go for
one of our units has
more
used
brave
all its
assaults than they
ammunition,
did earlier, which is a shame because HRE did a pretty good job. They kind of like won some early battles, like with beating the French cav in quite a lot of areas. They seem to do okay. There you go, General's going to die here, more than likely. French still fighting on hard air.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest away.
This looks like all that stuff. Wasn't this for building? Oh, this is another von Hotz. Alright, okay. He's fighting some line infantry. I would have thought that the French will win that one. General's bodyguards don't usually end too well in buildings. Yeah, they just broke through here. This battle, which was, you know what, was doing okay for quite a long amount of time, and then all of a sudden, yeah, one general was enough to just like end it. Enough to end it, really. Charging in by the infantry down here. We're going to rear charge these Frenchies. One of the units used all their ammo. Okay, so the French have been firing that long that they've actually used all their ammo. Jeez. You know it's a good battle when that happens. And they still got to get rid of a few more units. Still haven't got the muskets back. I do apologize about that. They're just firing in like I said, with their silencers on. Oh, they've routed a few French units. Small victories to take back to their people. We routed 1 or 2 French units right at the end. Well done. Well done, you guys. They might rout this one as well, to be fair. Oh no, they're routed. They're chain routed. Oh my gosh. That's unfortunate. Grenadiers of the Lombard Legion here. What are they doing? What are you firing at? Don't know. Not quite sure. But it looks like the battle is almost over. I'm just going to fast forward now. Because there's not much going on. They still hold this building. Von Hotz is still in there. I'm kind of surprised. If they're just sending like some grenadiers or something, they should eventually take it. I mean, yeah, it looks like well, it looks like it's almost over. Yeah, looks like. I mean, it's been a good one. I really enjoyed it. It has been a very chaotic one. And there you go. The building's been taken, which we expected to happen. It's been certainly very chaotic. The HRE for quite a long time did hold their lines.
We have killed their general.
The general's been killed. Yeah, that'll be Von Hotz getting killed. So they did actually do a pretty good job. They still hold this building all the way out here, which has grenadiers in it. I presume they hold the other one even further back. But yeah, that's kind of like, I don't really know how to like critique it. I think they put like all sides pretty well. I don't think the HRE could do much else. I think maybe if they could have been like maybe a little bit more aggressive on this French army that was over here, like maybe trying to encircle it themselves. I don't know. They could have maybe tried that. Maybe an idea. Oh, the cavalry here. Unfortunately, all the dragoons getting routed by one cavalry battalion. It's just a bit too late with generals and stuff like dying. Morale's just low. That may be all I could say. Maybe the same on the other side. Like when the left flank French army was so far out there on its own. Could have been much more aggressive on it. Try to surround it, kill it. It's hard to say though because HRE needed troops kind of at some points everywhere. It was kind of one of those scramble battles really at some points for the HRE, just scrambling to try and get troops to plug up some gaps. But hopefully they just quickly let these troops rout because we don't need to see every single one of these HRE units getting routed. We're actually having a little fight here. Lombards will surely win. This is yeah, Grenadiers versus Grenadiers. The Lombards win. Well done. This could be a pain to take though. Not gonna lie. Yeah, the Grenadiers in there. I don't know. Generals left. They might be okay. A volley from the German line infantry, maybe. Oh, the silent muskets are back though. Oh, I asked too much. I asked too much. Look at all these units that are ready just to gun them down. Usually if you just slow it down. That can sometimes bring back to the... there we go. There we go. Sometimes like you slow the replay down then put it back to normal speed. It gets the musket noise back. I should always remember that. Got to take this building though. This is gonna be a problem. I don't know if they've got. I mean, don't know if they've got any grenadiers here. That's the only thing. Shouldn't be. It's not gonna be a long issue. These are Legion Polonaise, the Danube. I didn't realize this isn't a Polish unit here. It's still dressed like the French though. Yeah, not much really going on there. This is, I think this is the final stance. We'll just fast forward because I'm just kind of there's no need to like really skip the just cut. There's not really like much going on. All they need to do is just storm this building, and then they've taken out every single HRE man, I believe. Don't see any more on the map. And there you go. They should take this building. There you go. Just take it. Oh, please, Grenadiers, don't rattle these French. These French don't deserve to die. They've done a good fight. They fought well. The French obviously more superior. That's another thing. Like, I can't critique the HRE too much because they're always up against it, and they've got to use their numbers against the French, and it was kind of hard for them. Yeah, their morale's looking pretty shot now. Oh, there's another unit back there. Please, just I don't know.
The entire unit is dead, sir.
I don't know what to say. The French haven't got anything near it as well to rout it. At least I don't think they know. Oh, then maybe they do. Artillery. Could they shoot it, rout it? Probably not. But it's been a good battle. It's certainly been a good battle. I probably could have actually cut this out, but I just haven't done it. I don't know why. It's a really long one. I'm actually going to just cut to the end scene because I don't know how long this has got left. So I'll see you guys in a moment. So yeah, that literally like took like 2 seconds, and we're back. They just took that building and everything else routed. So that's very good. But yeah, this replay was sent in by Johnny Le Buffoon, who was playing as one of the French armies. I don't know, I can't remember which one he was playing as. Got Fork number 2 here playing as one of the other ones, Paranoid, and Sniper Smith UK, all playing as French. Did a very, very good job. All getting, like, 3 of the armies getting 2,000 to 3,000 kills. Paranoid here getting 3,000 kills. Well done. Sniper Smith getting 1,600, but still a really good result for all of the players here. I mean, King of Gondor getting 1,500 kills with HRE. That's pretty impressive. Elon Musket doing real well as well, getting about 1,100. Flux getting about getting 1,000 as well, and Don getting close to 1,000. I mean, they all got pretty decent kills for HRE. Like I said, they're all really, really good players. A great community they're building. So, yeah, I mean, done really, really well. So, we'll quickly just go over some of the unit stats. 200 kills for the Chasseurs. Line infantry 152. But yeah, there you go. There are the kills if you want to have a look. But yeah, if you enjoyed this battle, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here. If you'd like to see more historical battles, let me know in the comments. I always want to know what historical battles you want to see. And until later, guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.